Welcome to the Fan1060.com. Rich Gray alongside Bob Kemp, live from Cardinals headquarters. And the Cardinals have a starting quarterback, and it's John Skelton. Bob, are you surprised?
A little bit. I don't think either guy obviously really won the job. And Whisenhunt said the guy that gives them the best chance to win now, which I wonder if that means the same thing in 3 weeks. But I think maybe it was the fact that he does hang in the pocket a little more, and it doesn't seem like the pass protection is going to improve anytime soon. So that's just a complete guess by me. He was very vague on the details involving what made the decision and how the decision was determined specifically. So I think all we have left to do is just kind of speculate as to why he got the job, and maybe it was true that some of the guys in the locker room would prefer him.
Now, in your opinion, did the Cardinals make the right move?
No. I think right now, it's obvious when things are going well for both of them, he just is a better quarterback. But that kind of goes back to my pass rush theory. He doesn't handle the rush nearly as well as Skelton, who has some mobility. But we've seen Skelton twice in games, and also more than once in practice. Move out of the pocket, or step up really in the pocket and throw picks down the middle of the field. So it's not like the bottom line is, we've said it, we've written about it. I don't think a lot of people would argue with it. They don't have a starting quarterback.
Now, I was on Twitter, and the early reaction from at least a national perspective, saw a lot of national writers. Albert Greer was one of them who caught my eye.
From the Ohio State University.
There you go, from the Ohio State University. That the early perception, at least from this move, is that the Kevin Cobb trade has now deemed a mistake. Is that accurate?
Oh, yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. And I think the Cardinals, to their credit, deserve some credit for admitting a mistake. I mean, that's hard to do, whether it's a $60 million mistake or however much money is guaranteed out of that deal, or whether it's just a mistake that you or I or whoever makes. It's we don't like to admit we're wrong, and I think that's what they're doing. And the fact that I'm sure that I was talking to Jude LaCava earlier, and he's been here much longer than me.
Voice of reason.
That's right. There's not a chance in hell that this would have happened years ago. If it was so-called a close race, money would dictate it. And I don't know if the word credit is the right thing or not, but if you're on, I'm sure there are a lot of people that are stunned just because of that.
Yeah, that was another thing I noticed on Twitter. A lot of people giving Cardinals props for actually.
Yeah, there's a good word, props. I should have used that.
Not going with the quarterback. Now, as far as Ken Whisenhunt goes, this is the second time in 2 years that a quarterback battle has gone, at least not in the way that many thought, the Cardinals' way, so to speak.
Yeah.
Is there some pressure on Ken Whisenhunt now, finally, for maybe the first time in his tenure?
I don't think there is this year. I can't imagine any scenario where it's a hot seat thing.
Yeah.
I can't imagine any scenario. 0-16. God forbid, that would be fun to watch the next 4 months.
No.
But anyway, no matter what the worst case scenario one might think, I can't imagine that he wouldn't return next year. Now, if they have a subpar season and don't perform to their expectations, which he talked about in there, then I think, yeah, sure, next year could be a hot seat thing. And I've already dubbed this the no excuses season, so I don't know if this is the first one or not.
Yeah, that's a very good point. It will be interesting looking forward. And then finally, just given the track record with Whisenhunt and quarterbacks, if he does get that chance, would he be able to be trusted making a quarterback decision if they draft him?
If things don't work out here from this point on, I don't think there's any question that the tombstone of the coaching career here will lead Kurt Warner 2007 through 2009, and then everybody else after.
That is true. So again, John Skelton, he is named the starting quarterback for the Cardinals in Week 1. Get ready, folks. John Skelton, Russell Wilson. It's going to be high ratings for that one.
Ooh, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah,
okay.
That was my first thought.
I'm sure Fox is thinking about that.
Yeah, I'm sure they're happy.
Probably not the main game.
Probably not. So for Bob Kemp, I'm Rich Gray. This is the Fan1060.com. Again, Skelton's your quarterback, Cardinals fans. We'd like to hear your thoughts. Email Bob, tweet at us.
Tuesday, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, no show on Monday for us. It's Labor Day. We're getting out of here. So we'll talk to you again on Tuesday.